Welcome back to Let's Play Dungeons & Dragons Online Permadeath. Carrying on with the Sharn Syndicate chain this time, basically carrying on with remaining stuff to do at level 4, and working my way towards leveling up to level 7. And this is the super trappy one in the chain. So even on hard, this will be quite tricky for a character that can't disable traps. I'm going to pay attention to the door here in case the enemy's just outside. Just in the next room, come and attack you while you're buffing. It can happen. Alright. Put the skeleton aggro and let's go.
You found one of the hostages, and your arrival has given her the chance to express her outrage against the Sharn Syndicate.
It's been a week since I played this guy, so better be careful I don't... oh. She's in the trap, that's not good. I should turn the trap off. Jeez, this is a mess. Shit, there's a champion. So many champions. Is my healing not working? Okay, that wasn't good. 10 hit points. I was totally not ready for that. Alright, let's stand out here and heal up a moment and think about how to do that better. This is a real hard fight to do as the very first fight of the play session. Especially with like 3 champions in that fight was a rough beginning. Although you do always pull a lot of enemies right off the start in that quest. Yeah, I was not healing myself anywhere near fast enough for the amount of damage that they were doing, and I was not really ready for that at all. I was spending time trying to get the NPC to actually come to the exit, and she didn't want to do it. I was pretty lucky the NPC was a champion. I assumed that meant she had a lot more hit points than she would do otherwise. So I probably would have failed the quest immediately anyway if she wasn't. Let's try that again, and hope for fewer champions. Remember to turn the trap off this time. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, there's no one in the start room, which is bad. But we are doing better than last time, mostly because I remembered to turn the trap off. Okay, champion's down. Alright, that was a lot better than last time at least. Here's something going on. Is that downstairs? So it is. Okay. A skeleton doing his job. That's what I like to see. So this is where it gets unpleasant. Also, am I just playing this completely wrong by not bringing Fireball into the quest? Would Acid Burst be able to break the doors? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll have a go with what I've got and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, can't do anything about the traps, so this is going to be unpleasant. Fortunately, the enemies in these rooms are completely dumb. Or completely deaf, I guess I should say. Alright, we're not finding any hostages. That's not a good start. Alright, let's try another room. I should have hit that devotee first. I'm in undead form, so if he started throwing light damage at me, I might have been in trouble there. I never do this quest on the elite if I don't have the ability to disable the traps. There's no way I would have tried battering that door down if I was standing in that trap on elite. So this is the first quest I've done below elite on this Permadeath run. There she goes. Okay.
Shows that she deeply wishes to fight the Sharn Syndicate, but her loved ones need her more. So Althea leaves the Binder home to meet her.
Alright, hopefully we find more NPCs in these rooms. These traps only fire once.
Elderly woman looks like she's giving the Sharn Syndicate a hard time. She must be the matriarch of the Binder family.
Leave my skeletons do the fighting. Don't stand in a spike trap if you want to live.
Greymar Binder is now safe, out of the reach of these vile Sharn Syndicate thugs.
So the spikes did fire more than once, but they seem a bit irregular. Maybe they just trip when you cross the line approaching the door. It's unusual, I think. This is the one room in here you can get in. Well, there's the room where you come in the loft, where you can get in without going for a trap, and there's this room you can get to without going for a trap.
One of the vendors is in this room, fending off the enraged Sharn Syndicate
Unfortunately, there's only one member of the family I haven't found. If there's two in that final room, I think that final room gets very difficult. But only one in there is not too bad.
Buckwald Binder leaves the house and is now safely out of the Sharn Syndicate.
This final room is always the hardest though. I think there's actually 2 traps on the door here. And I really wish I had fireball so I didn't have to be in the doorway to break the door down. But I didn't think of it.
You hear struggling. You found the last. It's time to get all of them out.
Alright, we got him. So it breaks my elite streak, but there we go. There's no way I could have done that on elite, so we get it done. That's the important thing.
He leaves the Binder home, but he's safe now, thanks to you.
I don't think I actually have a speed item at the moment, so the boots here might be worth taking. Having higher speed makes such a big difference to your survivability. It lets you run away from problems. Those Dex +4 are pretty good though, so this is actually a tricky choice. I think I'll take them and I'll have them as an item I can put on if I'm in a tight spot. Certainly reminds me of, must have been my second Permadeath run. The people that have been following all my runs on YouTube. I think in the second run I was running away from flesh renders in the ruins of Freenal West. And just having a speed item meant I could get away. You're a lot more vulnerable to being killed off in a situation where you've realised you're in over your head if you don't have a speed item to help you get away from it. Okay, on to the next part. The next part here is the really short one with all the traps, right. And my stats are not all that good for being able to figure out the traps in here. I guess I'll give it a go on elite. I don't think the skill level you do it on affects how difficult it is to spot the traps. Sadly, my dexterity is pretty terrible, so I don't think 14 is going to be high enough to get the traps. I assume strength won't be high enough either. So I get +2 strength in both of my undead forms. So I've already got the +2. Let's just buy a wisdom item, because I think plus wisdom can help in this quest. don't normally buy stuff in shops, but this particular quest, since you can only disable the traps if you've got high enough stats, and it's really the only hard thing in the quest. So I try and do it elite. I don't mind buying potions to help with this one. Oh, I've got to go speak to the guy up top. Like I said, I'm going to try this one elite, and hopefully I can find the traps without being able to search for them. Or identify which one is not trapped without needing to be able to search. We will see. Pretty sure my search won't be high enough to spot the traps on this character. I haven't been putting many points in it. Alright.
So this is what a life of crime and corruption can purchase. All the more for you to smash while searching for the
Okay, this fight can actually be a bit tricky. Because of the spellcaster. Yeah, they just blew away my web. Doing quite a bit of spell damage now though. Alright, key obtained. This fight can be nasty if the Master of Hounds is a champion. Anything that can trip you up is bad news. And he is Skyborn, that's not a good combination. Two champions is real bad news. Fortunately, my web worked really well on the human guy there. Okay. Seems to me there's an unusual number of these rune wheels where it's 4 turns. to unlock the puzzle.
Behind the walls being put into motion, followed by the scrapes of a heavy panic.
Alright, let's park the skeleton. I don't think he's capable of accidentally setting the traps off, but let's not chance it.
Fresco is an indication of how Zircon acquires his art pieces. Then the items in this private gallery are likely stolen as well.
Oh, I am finding some traps. That's handy. I think the one that has the one we're allowed to take doesn't have a trap on it. I don't think there's a fake trap, but I could be wrong. Alright, I'm wrong. That's unhelpful. Okay. Park the skeleton again and start fiddling around with all these statues, I guess. Okay, I think that means this one is the one I can take. Let's check a few others. I love the way it gives you the option to take the item here, just to tempt you into misclicking, basically. Oh, okay, so this one and the first one over there have the gears and pulleys. I thought there was always... Well, gears and pulleys was the thing that told you you could take it. Maybe they've made this puzzle more difficult. This isn't how I remember it working. Okay, this is not really getting me anywhere. Okay, wisdom's working pretty well in here. I didn't remember wisdom being so important, but apparently it is. Alright, we got it. Excellent. Always makes me nervous, that room. So dexterity is the thing that's most important to have. That's what lets you see the pulley. I'll try and remember that for next time. Alright, just the boss to deal with here. This guy hits pretty hard. Good work, skeleton. Just try and pull his aggro. If you get this guy's aggro, he hits pretty hard and he has a lot of hit points for this level. Which is why I was being more disciplined than I normally am about not doing damage straight away, letting the skeleton get his attention. So I'm not sure if fighting right next to one of those trapped pillars was such a good plan. But never mind. Okay. Time to go on to the final quest in the chain. I think I'll do this final one on hard. I've already broken my elite streak and I know that the final area in this one is really, really dangerous. Oh, I didn't speak to the dragon yet. Right. I've been taking plenty of risks on this run, but it is Permadeath, so I should take the hard quest seriously. I think the rest of this quest is doable on Elite okay, obviously dangerous, but nothing, not exceptionally so for its level, but that final area, it's, we've certainly lost Permadeath characters in that final area. It's a fight where it definitely helps a lot to have someone able to heal quickly if someone falls down and gets in trouble. Plus, I suspect my skeleton, while he's really useful in most situations, he's going to be pretty rubbish in that final fight because most of the enemies are down below. The skeleton is pretty bad at knowing whether he should be on the high ground or should drop down. He often spends his time running backward and forward between enemies if they're divided like that. We have a second player in this one, I'd probably do it elite, but with the skeleton, not so much. Right, here we are. Time to finish off the Sharn Syndicate. Okay. The skeleton and the NPC decide to attack each other even though they're meant to be peaceful.
A gruff voice drifts up from the
Like I'm infiltrating a crime syndicate here as a vampire with a necromantic aura trailing behind me. And they don't care at all. That might actually be completely canon Eberron. Alright, here we go. It's a lot of champions, actually. Oh, there's a gate there that wasn't rendering properly. That's annoying. Why have I got so many hit points all of a sudden? Glad my stone skin went off there. This guy's healing himself. Ooh, okay. Didn't realize he'd shown up. Just keeping an eye. Ooh. Wow, we pulled a lot of enemies. Oh, I forgot to recruit anyone. There's a lot of enemies showing up. I don't usually get so many show up right in this first section here. The skeleton's doing his job though. Trying to avoid him charging me, I don't want to be on the ground. Alright, that was messy. I'm glad I didn't do elite. Dropped half my spell points on that first fight and it was pretty messy. That's interesting though. That was a lot of champions considering I'm only in on hard. I'm playing on Sarlona, I think. The Extreme Explorers Guild is on Sarlona. That's what I play as part of. Sorry if you asked that a while ago, I was engrossed there. Yeah, I pretty much play entirely as part of the Extreme Explorers Guild. I got used to playing Permadeath now, so I mostly play with them. Well, pretty much entirely play with them for the last few years. Alright, we pulled a lot of aggro in that first fight, so at least this area is fairly clear. It is still quite a way to the shrine though. Need to let my skeleton do the work for a bit here. Nice. A lot of these crime bosses are going to be champions, it seems. Oh, there's dogs back there as well. I don't want to wake the dogs up. Pretty much all of these crime bosses are champions. I guess that's why there's so many champions in here. I wonder if they rigged this quest so it would always have these guys as champions. I think the orange names are only meant to be champions about 40 or 50% of the time on hard. Well, that was what I remember reading from the patch notes. Oh, skeleton's gonna go for it. There are a lot of champions in this quest. So many champions, level 1s, level 2s. If this were elite I would understand, but I thought hard was not meant to have so many champions. Actually, this is a good way of doing it. I'm leaving the guy back there and working my way through to the shrine here. That way, if I get to the shrine and I don't have enough spell points, I know not to even bother going back for that other crime boss. So many champions in the last room and none in this room. I should be using a lot more charm in this quest though, it occurs to me. Especially in vampire form where I get bonuses to it. The downside of having so many options on the spellcaster is sometimes you just forget about your most powerful option for a quest. Playing a wizard is definitely a role that rewards thinking about the fight before you dive in, and I'm clearly not doing enough of that this morning.
You've made it out of the mansion, but the outside is still changing. You will have to fight your way out of the tenements.
Nice, the skeleton managed to block the entrance there. Alright, go get the champion for me.
Gates on either side of the alley bar your way. Perhaps you can open them.
Stone Guard is good. These ones take double damage from my electric, which is really the only damage spell I'm making much use of here. I got much further than I thought I was going to get here. I thought I would struggle to reach the shrine.
You may be able to find it.
I think the spellcaster out there might have seen me. Which is bad news. He's the most dangerous thing in this quest. Yeah, he has. Worried he will hit me through the gate there. This archer moves around too fast for me to stick my skeleton on her. That's better. No, my skeleton's still gone passive. What is he doing? Ouch. I guess we're fighting this guy straight away. I don't really want to fight this guy straight away, but I don't like having him active behind me either. Charm, that's what I should be doing. Like I said just now, I should be charming people more. That will make this fight very easy. Right, he's in a lot of trouble now. This guy is often the most dangerous thing in this quest, although the room beyond is very dangerous as well, as I said. Wow, my skeleton has become completely useless. But that's okay, we've almost got this thing under control now. Lycaster certainly used to be the most dangerous thing in here. I guess the champions are much more dangerous now. Alright, she's still doing work for me. I'll leave her for now. There we go. But this is why I don't want to rely on the skeleton too much in here. The skeletons are really bad at navigating these awkward layouts. Alright, now it's time to shrine. I might think about switching spells here as well. Maybe take Acid Blast back for the final fight in here. I've been carrying around protection from energy because of the acid corridor and waterworks. But I'm not actually using it very much right now, so let's swap it out. The rest is good though. Let's go back and deal with this last mob boss back here. Oh, it respawns. This kobold probably throws lightning bolts, so got the got lightning resist on. I think I missed him with the web. On the plus side, I don't normally fight all of the bosses in here, so I get the get all the chests this time. I can't remember if I remembered to get the chest over this side. Let's just check. Absolutely nothing useful in there. Okay, just one fight to go. And this one will get me to level 7. Nice. Always forget to pull the lever down here. This final fight's actually going to be quite easy with Charm. If I had thought about it, maybe I would have done Elite. Although that first fight was really tough. Alright, get a champion on my side and see what happens. Where did that charmed champion go? They uncharmed, alright. Charm again.
The familiar sounds of the marketplace can be heard coming from the other side of the nearby. You've successfully escaped the tenement.
Maybe I should have just resummoned my skeleton. He seems pretty busted right now. Alright, I'm going in. Maybe that wasn't a good plan. Okay, champion's down. We're alright. This fight is always a real mess, but once you've got some charmed people on your side, they're mostly fighting each other. Help Exterminator 1. Alright, quest completed. Got the bonuses? Yep, we're done. Alright, that went pretty smoothly.